Today, let's talk about Jorginho. We're going to start off by explaining his player profile. I've gone with centre mid. Most of his abilities for me is on the ball. His footballing mind, the way he reads the game is elite in my opinion. Defensively, this is where it holds him back in terms of being a world-class player. I feel like he has world-class abilities, but when we look at Rodri, he's got the complete package. Jorginho doesn't. That's the harsh truth about it, man. This is why you spend 100 mil on Rodri and 30 mil on Jorginho, because he has limitations, but he does offer a lot to the team. By the way, I'm not trying to discredit Jorginho's defensive ability, because most deep line playmakers are not that great defensively. They always need someone to cover them. So right now, Jorginho has Declan Rice to cover. At Chelsea, had N'Golo Kante. Pirlo also had De Rossi, players that can kind of disguise his weaknesses, but they both complement each other, because I don't think Declan Rice has the ability Jorginho has on the ball. Now, when it comes to technical ability, pure technical ability, people, Jorginho is a master, and there's not many people out there in the world that plays in his position that's as good as Jorginho. When it comes to building up the play, sustaining the ball under pressure, there's no one like Jorginho, man. First touch, immaculate. That's why it's a player style plus, man, not just a player style, you know? But like I'm saying, with his defensive ability, as you can see here, I've not even maxed out anything. I've not even put on a trait for, the acceleration or sprint speed, because, bro, the guy's a slug, innit? He's a slug, man. Shooting, he doesn't shoot often. And when he does, it's not nice. Yeah, he had that one goal against Aston Villa. It was a cute goal, man. But other than that, he's not really called upon to shoot from distance. Normally, that's Odegaard's job to do. But one thing I will say is penalties has to be maxed out, because his technique, composure, everything in front of the penalty spot is just amazing to watch, man. Honestly, I can't lie. He's so efficient on the penalty spot. Passing, like I was saying earlier, this guy paints pictures, man. He knows the pass before he even receives it. Guy's just intelligent. He's just 2 steps ahead of everyone, man. So long passing, he doesn't do it often because he's not a risk taker, but long passing has to be maxed out. Short pass has to be maxed out. Everything here has to be maxed out. That's all I got to say, people, on the passing. Once again, he doesn't really influence the game when it comes to dribbling, like a Thiago or even a Rodri. Rodri's very good in terms of just progressing and being a ball carrier. Jorginho's not that type of player, but he's very good under pressure. Like, he can shield the ball very well. He knows how to use his body. One thing I like about him is his first touch and knowing how to receive the ball in a half turn. He's just a very tidy player in possession, man. He's not going to lose the ball often. So dribbling stats, semi-max it out. I've already touched on the defending. Once again, stand tackling is decent. Interceptions for me is his high point, anticipating the game, because he can read the game so well. That's why I've put his interceptions so high. Other than that, I'll just leave it how it is. I kind of touched on the strength a little bit and stamina. Just for pro clubs purposes, really. I've not really done too much here. Now, the positions. Now, like I was saying about the CDM role, he's not a CDM, but if you have a right centre mid or left centre mid that can help out defensively, perfect. If not, then you'll find it very hard with this build to defend, counter attacks. If you lose out on a tackle, to recover from that tackle and try and win the ball back, is quite difficult, people. Double pivot, you have to be very careful in terms of your positioning. One goes forward, another stays back. 2, you can't go forward, because I know you, with this build, you ain't coming back in time, mate. So you need to be careful. I'd advise you to stay deeper and you be the one to build up the play, because you have the stats to do it as a centre mid. But yeah, you have to balance that with your teammate, people.